Sleep deprivation is a significant issue in South Africa, with a large population of people not getting enough sleep or they are struggling to fall asleep. With me is Pali Alusha to discuss the importance of quality rest and its impact on our overall health and our longevity. Are you two getting enough sleep?
I'll let Alusha answer that first.
I'm going to start with you. No.
Definitely
Why not?
Definitely not. Girl, I have become much better, but I have been an insomniac for as long as I can remember.
Oh, wow.
So much so that I even say I take after my dad. Thanks, Dad. Because my dad also struggles to sleep. He takes long to fall asleep. And when you are asleep, it's disrupted. You keep waking up. By the time you wake up in the morning, you are groggy. You're not feeling great. Yeah. So definitely haven't had the best relationship with sleep. It could be a lot better.
So let me ask you something. Do you know what good sleep is like, or have you just always been an insomniac?
No, I definitely do know and feel what good sleep is like. I would like to think my insomnia is periodical.
Yes.
When I'm stressed, or if I'm going through a lot, or if there's a lot on my mind, or if I'm just busy, or if I've got an early flight to catch, I can't sleep as well. But I do know deep sleep. I've experienced deep sleep. There are times where I can sleep for 8 hours straight, and that's a lot for me. I can sleep at a decent hour, wake up at a decent hour, but still feel refreshed and recharged.
For you, Lucia, with your 2 newborns?
Well, yes. It's been a rough year. We haven't slept much, but in between, we kind of dip into our sleep in and out and appreciate what we get.
Are you one of those moms that take the opportunity when your toddlers are sleeping or when your babies are sleeping, you take that opportunity to sleep too, or do you find that's the time you need to work?
I don't know who those moms are.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a myth or a legend that they tell us about, but I've never been able to do that. When they finally sleep, I'm not sleepy, or I've got things to do.
Yeah. So how do you manage your sleep?
You know what? It's gotten a bit better. They're a little bit older now. I think that some magical sprinkles are sprinkled on you when you have babies to survive that 2-year period, because it gets really crazy, but somehow you survive, and you survive because you have to. But for now, I take my life easy when I have the chance. When I have some time to take a break, I'm not going to guilt myself into being so busy that I don't get to just relax.
I love that you speak about that magical dust that gets sprinkled on, because the body truly is incredible. When you go through pregnancy, and Pali, you will go through this. Our Pali desperately wants a baby, which is our wish for her.
And a little after
sooner than later, and after the next first baby, is that your body clock automatically wakes up like at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're pregnant, which is the time that your babies are going to wake up when they're out of your body and into the world, which is so wonderful. But on a note in terms of longevity, what is your advice to people like Pali, for example, that have these ebbs and flows when it comes to sleep? Because the reality is that long term, it's not healthy for her to be going through that. She needs to be getting proper sleep more often than not.
Absolutely. And one of the things that really help with sleep is to have a rhythm. To set a routine for yourself that your body knows. And we do it with the babies now. They know when it's bath time. So now you're going to do the adult version. You're going to say, okay, this is how I go to bed at night. For example, you could do the 3-to-1 rule, where they say 3 hours before bed, stop eating. 2 hours before bed, stop drinking. 1 hour before bed, no screen time. And so you're training your body. This is how I'm preparing to shut down. And there are quite a lot of exercises. One of them where you actually lie down and you start to relax your body from your eyelids to your neck to your shoulders, and you just feel yourself releasing all the tension in your body, in the muscles, going right down to your toes. And you can even count down from 10 to 1 as you do that, to just go into that complete relaxed state. And there are quite a few techniques that you can use to help you, but just by routine and having that relaxation and being intentional about, okay, I'm going to rest now. There's already just a few things that could help.
Having that time, I think, for me is critical, because sometimes you find yourself already passed out with the TV still blaring, the lights are still on, and you're like, oh, I passed out on the couch or in bed. Or sometimes you feel as if I've done all of that. I've done the woosah, I've had my guided meditation, I've had my chamomile tea, I've done everything, but sometimes the brain just won't switch off. But the things that I do think have helped tremendously is the screen time. putting the phone down, because that light, even when I do wake up in the middle of the night, having that, picking up the phone to check the time, it's a downward spiral from there, because then you're checking your apps, and that does not do any help. And I also love the tip that you gave me about stop drinking liquids 2 hours before, because I've got the bladder already seeming like a pregnant lady. I'm always up and down to the loo, especially during the night. So I think I'm going to use that.
Thank you, Lucia and Pali, for your expertise and your honesty. There you have it. It is evident that sleep is not just a luxury, but a fundamental pillar of our health and our longevity.